Hello, everybody. We are back with more reaction content once again. And mostly because reaction content is probably the best thing I can do for like scheduling wise. Because again, as I said, in the past, I think like 2 or 3 weeks, I don't remember, but all of these are pre-recorded in advance, so I have a backup plan for at least 2 months after August. So it'll be what is covered in the plan is August and September. October might be slightly covered. It depends what happens. I might do some for October, or I might plan the powered video for October. I don't know yet. It's still working in progress as I'm recording this video. But I do hope you guys will enjoy watching me react to stuff. And we're watching more memes from Vascal. Um I don't really know what people want to see reactions to in particular, but I've already watched most of the Fire Department Chronicle stuff and the other shorts things. I might go back to them to see if there's any more like small ones, because I could probably find like a couple. But that'll probably be saved for next week in September, since that'll be the first week in September when I'm recording. But without further ado, let us begin. These are gaming memes that most gamers will understand.
My aim in matchmaking game versus warm up. The hard.
Uh, that one, I'm not even gonna lie, that one is hella true.
Harder you press the button, the stronger the attack would be. Gaming logic. The more you tilt your body, the more your character will move away from danger.
I hate both of those because they're accurate as hell. Like I originally when I mean I don't think of it anymore. I mean sometimes I do, but I don't think of it as much anymore. But I thought at the beginning when I first got into games that the harder you press the button, the stronger the attack would be. And then yeah, sometimes because like sometimes in specific games, I think mostly FPS games, they'll just like back away from the screen or move backwards. It'll be like your character trying to avoid damage, kind of. It's weird to explain it.
What I think I look like versus what I really look like.
True.
When rain in a video game looks better than rain in real life. Now what the hell is going on here? Public execution for unfair pricing. The
Execution of unfair pricing.
revolution has begun. The first slime to die was probably like, gets hit, I'ma just split up. The game is set up during cutscene versus during gameplay. You gotta lock in. People
True, you gotta lock in.
who say ow when they get hit in a game. People who press the button harder to fight better. People who tilt their controllers to drive curves better.
I hate this because I do all of this. I do every single one of these I do.
Gamers, I am so good at this game. I hate this game.
This is also true.
When the game takes a while to load and you think about your life for a few seconds.
I hate that. I hate that so much because it's so fucking true. You just see your reflection. Well, if you have the lights on, you can see your reflection. If your room's dark like mine's is, you can't really see your reflection. So, I mean, even so, you just still think about your life for a few seconds until the game loads.
Society. Gamers have no talent. Gamers. A fall from this height would most likely be lethal. Just gonna quick save here. Will mobile gaming erase console and PC gaming? Everybody with a brain. Video.
No, I don't believe mobile gaming will never replace console gaming. It's just if the technology gap between mobile gaming and console gaming becomes insignificant to the point where both of them are the same regardless of what you play on, then I could see there being a case for it being making consoles obsolete, but I doubt that'll ever happen. At least not in our lifetimes.
games help train your brain to make faster real-life decisions. Yeah, side. The four horsemen of childhood game developers.
Gameloft, Mojang, Miniclip. I forget what Miniclip did, but I know what all the others did. Mojang, Minecraft, Gameloft. I think Gameloft was like a bunch of games, and Ubisoft, I forget what games they produced. I think they might have produced Plants vs Zombies, but I don't remember.
Expectation versus reality.
True.
Best graphics ever. I wonder which player he's controlling. I thought I would draw these characters from games that got popular in 2020 together, but now it just looks like a transformation de-evolution.
Decline of man, beanification.
An important scientific discovery is being made.
Honestly, it's in relation to that last picture, but I hope VR just gets like to that level where you see it in some games where it's just like a full environment that you can go into. I hope we get to see that level of VR development. I hope that level of development is possible in the in our lifetime, but you know, it might not be. I do hope it is, because I watch anime and I watch Sword Art Online, and to say the idea of that being reality is scary, terrifying, but it's also like probably one of the most. It would definitely be a unique experience if it was to become real in our lifetimes. Even if it's just like experimental and it doesn't work with what they want it to be. I feel like that technology should exist, but it doesn't. Who knows?
It all occurs from a bean. Baby Gates are the in real life version of areas being locked in a video game due to the character's experience level. In a game
Damn. Huh, that's actually not wrong. This is actually very accurate.
with no consequences, why are you still playing the good side? Because being mean makes me feel bad. 2300 years of philosophy, and this guy on Tumblr gets it in a meme. I think he has a
True.
quest for me. How I die in video games. I screwed up. It was a bug. So the PS4 controller, the Xbox One controller, the Steam controller, and the EA controller. This picture is totally fine. You know, this would make sense, wouldn't it? Solving puzzles in puzzle games. Solving puzzles in non-puzzle games. Mario Party, Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros. And they are all infamous for ruining friendships.
Oh my god, that's real. That's so real. That's very real. It has ruined a lot of friendships, I guarantee.
The crowd when you're playing any sports game in the early 2000s. I made a sim of myself and she died, but often comes back as a ghost to use the computer because, yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Video games have taught me that this is an impassable barrier. The worst part about being a multi-console gamer. It gets so confusing which buttons to press. I wish they were all mapped the same, but they're not. Found this ancient relic in my roommate's fish tank after he told me he had stashed it in there in case one day the world would fall apart and he'd have a game to play. Based. The type of photo I'll have in my house
Based. That's fucking based.
50 years.
Oh my god, why? Don't have this picture in your house, please. I know it's OG Fortnite, like, I want to say near tilted, because it looks like it's near tilted. Oh my fucking god, it's like between that area between tilted and dusty. I remember this. I just remember this.
Is me. Mum, can we buy a new monitor? Mum, no, we have a monitor at home. Monitor at home. Playing an Xbox game on PC with a PS4 controller. What a time to be alive. Single player games that pause normally. Single player games that continue playing when paused. 8 hours playing video games. 1 hour working on something important.
True.
When you have bad teammates. Go, go, go. Jesus, the only thing you guys can defend is your virginity. Gamers who are lazy slobs who contribute nothing to society. Gamers are all mass murders. The media. Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ming, ming, ming. Gamers in the army wondering why they're losing 50 bullets after reloading. Me, playing a new game in 2070. How do I reload again? Kid. It's Alt F4. Me. Do not cite the deep magic to me. I was there when it was written. Game
that's that's true. Like there's never gonna be like an era where you can trick people into Alt F4ing because everyone at this point, anyone who's probably played consoles or not consoles, PC, and there's probably gonna be a lot more people getting into PC and stuff. Even if they don't get on PC, they're gonna probably see the memes on like YouTube or Twitter or TikTok or wherever they go, because it's a prominent thing to do to your PC friends. But I genuinely don't think you'll ever get an era like this where you'll be able to trick someone into doing Alt F4 ever again, because it's gonna be such a widespread thing that people are gonna know what it is.
in 2010. This game wants me to install an anti-cheating software? That's horrible. Gaming in 2021. This game only installs 3 Chinese spywares. Nice. Last game. Last game. Sleep. Nah. Last game. People who think video games cause violence. People in mobile game ads. Being extremely stupid. Multiplayer video.
No. That's true. I know the mobile game ads do that on purpose. Because there's no way that you're that stupid. Okay. Not insulting anyone who does that in intelligence, but there's no way that someone's actually that gonna. I mean, maybe for people who've never played a game before, but that's besides the point. But there's no one that would fail to do it that many times, especially in like matching games.
Video games are bad for your health, heart, and emotional well-being. Cut them out of your diet. Did you lose again? Getting shot in game versus getting shot in a cutscene. You know,
that's true.
This game is supposed to be hard. It's not fun for me when you make it easier for yourself. Quit having fun. Pro gamers when their FPS drops below 140. Me with 26 FPS in Minecraft. These games are great in 2014, playing basically the same game in 2021.
No, you're playing the same game with each of those. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I think, only added like a couple of things. GTA 5 on the Xbox, I don't think it added anything. I think they've just been giving it new updates. And then Skyrim, I don't know. I've never played Skyrim before, so I wouldn't know what's in there in particular. But all of them are pretty much the same versions of the game. Because, you know, companies like to resell us the same things and say, oh, you're going to buy it, but this time you're going to buy it for our new console and give us extra money. And they think they can get away with it because people just buy into it, whatever.
My parents in their 20s versus me. Rush B. Okay. Never ordering from Temu again. What the hell is this? Wow, this game brings back some memories. Why did I stop playing it? Ah, that's why. Everything is expensive and takes so long to upgrade. Still a great game though. Video games that people...
I still play Clash to this day. I started it, I want to say like probably like over 10 years ago. At this point, definitely over 10 years ago. Because I think it originally came out in 2012 or 2010. And I started playing in 2015. I don't have the same account from 2015, but I have like the same account from like 2016 or 2017. I think it's from one of those two. It's from one of those years. I want to say it's 2016 though. I don't have it on the same phone that I do though, so I have the same account from way back when though. It's like almost 10 years old, and I'm happy and I'm proud of it. I don't have any proof that it's 10 years old. I just know it's 10 years old.
Think causes violence versus video games that actually cause violence. Mobile game ads be like, Mum versus Dad. Mobile game ads versus the game itself. Games.
True.
For Life said, dying is gay. He died. Wait, ironic. Gamer girls just enjoying a game. OMG, are you a girl? Local.
I mean, it's unfortunate that so many girls kind of get harassed when they're playing video games, but I mean, it's kind of rare to find one. It's kind of rare to find a girl that actually games. It's pretty rare to find one that games, especially so I don't know, avidly. Especially one that games so avidly. It's really hard to find them. Because I mean most of it's populated with those of the male gender. For the most part. And I mean it's fair. But I wish they didn't get like hounded that much, I suppose.
American beats lobby of Japanese in Mario Kart. All of Reddit? I think you mean every gamer ever. Impossible. Bye. Exit the game. 50% of players have this achievement. 49.9% of players. My goals are beyond your understanding. When your textures haven't fully loaded in yet. Haha, the game gave me a book with the CD. That was in 2010. 2020. There is no book. 2024. Hold up, where is my game? Definitely coming back here when I unlock bombs. When were keyboards invented? 1868. Gamers before 1868.
There's no way that they were invented in 1868. I mean, for the typewriters, they had to have the keyboard, but were typewriters made back then, or was it something else entirely? Interesting.
You can't put a fish in a letter. You can stick 12 refrigerators in your pocket, but God forbid you put a fish in a letter. Yoda says, game, I must. Yoda says, left me my wife has. When a higher level player keeps killing you, admit that you messed up in a video game and take the blame. Say you actually did it right and the game messed up.
True.
Stealth is optional in this mission. Me, loud answer. I have replaced the dragons in Skyrim with the state of Ohio. In Assassin's Creed 4, cows can walk in front of the camera while you're in the middle of a board game, making it unplayable. Whoa, just like in real life. One of the best reviewed games on Steam is about watching plastic ducks. It's a game about nothing. Finally upgraded from the 360. Got myself a Series S. Position 20 miles from.
Sir, I think you have to upgrade the TV a little bit as well. I don't think it's gonna cook very well with that new console. In fact, I think it's going to explode.
Patient performs long distance heart surgery with remote control robot. You can now die in real life due to lag. Misinput. That was a misinput.
Oh my fucking god, that's the worst. That's like a borderline dark. No, this is dark. This 100% is dark humor. This 100, even if it's not dark humor, it's borderline dark humor. Because that's wild.
But is there really a DS game intense enough for bro to be making this expression? You're not about the DS life, huh?
Yeah, you're not about the DS life. If you, all I'm gonna say is if you know, you know.
Eating a meal versus eating a meal. If you design a quest where I need to follow an NPC and they move slower than my running speed, but faster than my walking speed, you are banned from making video games for 1 year.
Sure, no. He actually has a point. I fucking hate when games do this. They make it them move slower than your running speed, but faster than your walking speed. So it's just like, what do? Speed walk? What if there's no developers barely add an option to speed walk in games. It's either run, jog, or walk. There's never like a speed run. I meant speed walk. Because I'm pretty sure that's what pace that all the NPCs are going at. The ones that are like this.
Me. Saves. Clicks exit game. Game. Are you sure you want to exit? Any unsaved progress will be lost. Me. Oh, you're right. Saves. Having the worst
Oh my god, that's me.
internet connection in your friend group. Join left, join left, join left, help left. I disagree, but respect your opinion. You need to mouth shut. Gamers now. Lol, your computer FPS is trash. No, it's not. Gamers then. Wanna play Mario Kart DS? Yes. When you forget to.
True. I mean, would there be the only era of gaming that I think we've yet to experience is like probably like either full augmented reality, like like a Fortnite style VR game, which brings in like I mean, there's VR chat, but I don't think it's not like a. I mean, it could be to some people, but we need like a game that brings VR into a public space so people can start actually developing it more. Because there clearly has to be some sort of way to simulate, if it's not even the same, like simulate doing like something like Sword Art Online does with the full dive. There has to be a way to simulate it because there's no way that there's not a way to simulate that. Cause I mean, would it not be similar to like lucid dreaming? Probably. I'm probably rambling too much.
Upgrade your troops. Seriously, dude, just buy a plane already. I really hope this person is a pilot. No one. Video game glitches. Stop camping in a corner. New phone, who dis? What do you mean new phone? This is Xbox. Nice to meet you, Xbox. I know that video games will sometimes question your morality, but not when it comes to looting the dead. Listen, I killed this guy fair and square. I'm taking his gun and ammo, and you can't stop me. What is your
True.
most controversial video game hot take? Games over 10 years should be free. If you have an in-game store, microtransactions, or loot boxes, your game should be free.
I 100% agree with both of these. I don't even think those are controversial video game hot takes. Maybe to the company, but any game over 10 years old should be free. Any game that has microtransactions, loot boxes. Okay, this is gonna be an extremely, extremely hot take. Bigger than these two, but if the game has an in-game store, microtransactions, loot boxes, or any sort of in-game thing that you have to buy, it should be free. Even if they add additional content and DLCs, those should be free as well. That is going to be very controversial. And I know it's just like, oh, but the developers won't make money. That's the only thing with that type of stuff, is that the developers that actually work to bring the game don't get paid enough. Or they don't get paid if that was to happen. Which sucks, but can't really do anything about that.
It's that easy to be a Chad. I play on PlayStation. Cool. What about you? Xbox? Cool. Cool. This person is busy. Do you mind? As a wise person once said, finally the PS5 is revealed, so the price of the PS4 will go down, so I can get the PS3. World's largest emerald. I'll give you 2 dirt blocks for that. Nobody. Minecraft YouTubers. So I did some mining off camera.
True.
Me. Accidentally picks the rude dialogue when talking to the NPC. The NPC. Me. When you set your...
That's true. I do that in games. And I feel so bad when I pick like the rude option, even though I'm trying not to pick the rude option. The only way I'd pick the rude option is if it was correct for like if it's a decision based game where you have to pick the correct decision to progress the story.
Character's height to the minimum, and he appears in a cutscene. Mum told us to play outside. Game developers in the past versus game developers now. Game developers, speedrunners, fixing a bug which skips the entire game.
That's also true.
Team of mother scientists develop pause button for online game when you mine 3 cobblestone. I don't want to play with you anymore. Game. You need to be about level 20 to defeat this boss. Oh geez, I better go do some grinding. Me, 2 weeks later overleveled by 80, returning to the boss. I'm your god now. Game. You need to be level 20. My level 2 bud, who is just about to have a come to Jesus meeting. That is just a recommendation thing, right? 2 types of gamers.
For real, 2 types of gamers. I don't know. There's a secret third type that just goes straight to the level and just like, oh, I'll be fine, and then you just kind of get your ass beat, and it's just like, okay, maybe I need to rethink my strategy. Those are the 3 types. The gamer that'll over prepare and over level. The gamer that'll do just enough preparation, but still kind of gets their ass kicked, so has to come back and do the proper preparation. And then the gamer who doesn't do preparation and just runs in thinking everything is just a suggestion. I know because I've been all 3.
Mostly making your crosshair stupid and dumb to annoy the people spectating you when you die. Annoy people even more by making it slightly off-center. Bro, get on the game. Okay, give me 15 minutes. Exactly 15 minutes later. You ready? Yeah, let's play. Yeah, bro, I got an extra controller. Don't call or text, I'm busy. I'm gonna buy a VR headset. For gaming, right? For gaming, right? This is where the fun begins. My doing the deed life versus my gaming life. Playing mostly single player. I can't believe you never picked up on any of the signals I gave you. The signals? E. Oh, you get it? Because when you press E on the keyboard, it opens the inventory. GameStop is reportedly looking for a buyer. I can give them $1.15. Welcome to Bethesda Softworks. This is where you'll be working. Your first task is to remove the chair from the desk. Imagine a gaming calculator. I don't know if I'd invest in this because I've got a calculator on my phone, but PlayStation just personally invited me to their next event. Let's go. That looks a bit like Squid Games, no? Release Cyberpunk now. But the game is unfinished. Why would you release an unfinished game? Oh. What do I do when I can't beat a level in a video game? Stop playing. Play a different game. Try a different strategy. Get really mad, curse, and throw the controller. Do the same exact thing for the next 2 hours and progressively get more and more annoyed until it finally works.
Okay, that's the same thing for me, but after it doesn't work, I just search it up.
This isn't really a gaming meme, but it's hilarious. I used this to help my homework. 4th grade is a toughie. 4th grade is tough? Ha! I needed this laugh. Just wait until you get to your junior year of college, kiddo. Imagine being an adult trying to one-up a 9-year-old. When you think the game's over, but then a final boss shows up. No joke.
It's true.
Today in Tesco's, I saw a kid throwing a tantrum because his mum wouldn't get him chocolate. Then he did the Fortnite Orange Justice dance for about 2 seconds, then went back to crying. Man, I have to do so much work. Video games. No, you don't. Beating the game. 100%ing the game. I think out of my millions of hours playing games, I didn't think I've actually 100% a game before. But I'm more of a multiplayer competitive gamer, not really solo dolo. And
that would be sort of the same for me. I have 100%ed a couple of games, but I mostly play multiplayer ones. I haven't 100%ed the game recently. The one that I'd probably come the closest to is Pal World. This is the one I've come closest to 100%ing.
Ancient Tome of Qin Dynasty was discovered in China. Looks familiar. Even ancient people knew what console was superior. Pipe down, I'm gaming here. Imagine going into a train and you just see someone playing Fortnite on a big screen. Bruh, how it feels to game in summer. Being an adult means you get to stare at these every day, but never actually get to play because you're too tired after work. EA CEO
True, that's very true.
says they're looking at putting ads in their video games. Racing games are always ahead of their time. If it works, it ain't stupid. What, so they've attached a fan to the bottom of their laptop which they've flipped upside down? I like this. Very innovative. $25 per skin. The Microsoft employee who convinced Bethesda to make a $2.50 horse armor DLC in 2006. They started everything. I like old school retro graphics better. Old school graphics. The gaming chair I want versus the gaming chair I have. Wait, you play games on a bucket? That's cool. Today, the Danny DeVito gaming tweet turns 10 years old. Gaming. Bit more than 10 years now. But yeah. RPG games be like, collect. Oh, turns out he's dead, so I'ma just take his stuff. If video games have taught me anything, then I know this is a speed boost. This makes me uncomfortable. Just bought a safe anything. Then I know this is a speed boost. This makes
Why does it make you uncomfortable? I don't understand.
Makes me uncomfortable. Just bought a safe for valuables. Luckily, Fallout has taught me exactly what I should put in. How legendary weapons in games look like versus how useful they are. When your team is terrible, but they got cool skins. New Jersey gamer hopped on a flight to Florida to beat a fellow gamer with a hammer over an online dispute. Who among us hasn't? Me? No one. Absolutely no one. Game developers / movie animators. Male design versus female design. You got any
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Games on your phone? You are about to destroy child. Are you sure? YouTube, when a mobile game ad has literally stolen footage of another game and it's obviously a scam. YouTube, when someone is using a 5-second phrase of a parody of a song owned by Warner Brothers. 9-year-old
Fucking for real. I feel like they should do more to the ads than the YouTubers for that stuff.
girl placed in rehab for her Fortnite addiction. She was so addicted that she wet herself to continue playing. Every day, we stray further from God. I realized what bothers me about the Skyrim horse's head tracking. Normal horses don't look at you head on because they see better to the side, which implies that Skyrim horses are predators. Nobody, gamers, get ready to breathe in 1080p.
I hate this. What? Is this mask fucking real? If it's real, I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my mind.
There will be 4 hours of downtime for the update. No! The deep dark cities will be a year late because we don't treat our employees like poop. Okay. Video game tips be like, killing your enemies makes them less likely to kill you. Post-game chat after a long match. GG, easy. You may be old, but are you this old? Not
I fucking hate that so much. It just made me age, literally, it just made me age fucking 10 years because Minecraft is very old. And that edition of Minecraft technically doesn't exist anymore since I'm pretty sure even if you buy Bedrock, it's not the same anymore. You'd have to buy like the Xbox 360 or you'd have to go back that far in additions to there.
rage quitting. Gotta pick up my daughter from school, or my wife will rage quit me. Man, that MW2 campaign was full of disrespect. This dude was dabbing on Ghost when you've been gaming all night and you're low-key tired. Get wrecked. Rest. I used to say that all the time. Karens. Video games cause violence. Minecraft. Save the world. Stay inside. Prepare, but don't hoard. Hang out with your friends online. Stay home and play games. Me. Loses boss battle for the 20th time. Me. Travels the 3 minutes it takes to reach the battle from the checkpoint each time. Arrives. Boss. Monologuing. Me. Shut the hell up and kiss when your mic breaks, but the squad needs you. Hi, sorry, I haven't responded to your texts. Video games basically don't have loading screens anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
PC gaming during summer while opening Steam. PC gaming during winter. 5 separate games running while rendering 1080p video.
Fucking for real. That's how it feels like. I'd assume summer because of the humidity and just like the heat in general, but I wouldn't know.
Gaming laptop owners be like, at least it's portable. What's a real life skill you developed from gaming? Patience. Yeah, right. My first house at 18. Did it all on my own. GTA 6 is rumored to be how much? Why GTA 6 will break records despite its rumored $150? Hell no, I'm not getting that. Nobody. YouTube is in their thumbnail. Getting up at 6 AM in real life. Damn, it's so early. In an RPG. Banging pots and pans together in front of the cobbler's shop. Wakey wakey, the sun is up, I want some shoes. Customers the same in all universes. Gamers, when they spend $1,000 on loot boxes and get an item worth 50 cents. Men being silent during the deed is so funny to me. Like, what's on your mind, King? Got the Tony Hawk balance meter in my head. You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
Isn't that like the old, I would assume that's like the old DisplayPort thing before DisplayPorts became a thing. I forget what it was called. I forget what Discord was called, but I know I remember seeing them like a lot when they were doing like the smart boards or projectors in school, and they had their computers on their desk. Even in the computer lab, you would see them. Oh my god. Do they even have I don't even think they have computer labs anymore. They probably don't, because they probably more than likely have Chromebooks. Jesus fucking Christ. It makes me legitimately out of everything that makes me feel the oldest, because fuck. I remember when we had to go to the computer lab and you'd see those, you'd wonder what they are and would consider pulling them, but you didn't want to get in trouble.
What's one aspect about Minecraft you wish would be different? I wish you could give Endermen a flower and they would become your friend. Concept. Basically Among Us, except if you don't perform your tasks in an OSHA-compliant fashion, there's a random chance you'll accidentally kill yourself. The imposters can't murder anyone directly. They can only create workplace hazards or sabotage tasks to require precautions they ordinarily wouldn't. OSHA Among Us. The Street Fighter Tiger knee position is the best way to sleep. You find a free game. It has good gameplay. It has hours of gameplay. There is multiplayer, no microtransactions, and you in the credits. Ascending the elevator be like, decided to draw Mario
True.
hair. Ew, poor Pikachu. Why did you slap him? Not recommended. There's British people in this game. I usually get nervous when I talk to cute boys. Aw, I guess that's why you were so easy to talk to. Instant damage.
Damn, instant damage is wild.
Today I learned there are 3 types of fun. Type 1 fun is enjoying while it's happening. Type 2 fun is miserable while it's happening, but fun in retrospect. Type 3 fun is not fun at all, not even in retrospect. How the hell is an activity that's not fun during or after considered a type of fun? You know how a lot of people play a game called League of Legends? Me pretending I don't care, so the game will load faster.
True.
My mom yelling at me that I'm a failure. Me with 10 cars, 12 boats, and 10 houses and 10 mil on GTA. When your modded character enters a cutscene. When your team rushes for kills instead of playing the objective.
True.
This is why I have to stop and think before pressing X. I downloaded Pokemon Go to see what all the hype was about. Walked outside, and there was one of the critters on my back porch, sitting on one of the patio chairs. I lobbed a ball at him and caught him. He's a little blue fella named Squirtle. My grandma downloaded Pokemon Go. Your character while playing a game. Your character in the cutscene. Game AI. This mission requires you to be stealthy to win. Speedrunners. This is Bill. Bill is a nice gamer. He says GG when he wins, and when he loses, he also helps new players. Be like Bill. No, I will not be like Bill. I will be myself. I want to be toxic. I want to tell people I'm better than them. GG easy, only. Buying a new game. Finding out it needs a 20 gigabyte update.
That is pain.
I saw air go into vents. That's how vents work. People who refer to crewmates as their colors. I don't have such weaknesses. How to increase your Wi-Fi speed. Put aluminium foil behind the router. I don't get this. You.
I don't get that either.
The Wii U is worthless. I never said that. What do you mean? You're misquoting me. I've never said this. Me, an intellectual. Someone turned a Wii U into a PC that emulates a Wii U.
Wait. Someone turned into a Wii U into a PC that emulates a Wii U. Just play the Wii U normally. I mean, I know I'm probably one of the only people on the planet that thinks that the Wii U wasn't that as bad as people are saying it was, but I mean, it didn't have that many good games, but I still like it. Probably one of my most memorable games was Super Mario 3D World. There's a couple of friends I really like to play it with, just to, I guess, relive those old memories of playing it. There's other games like for the Wii as well that I would want to play because I think they'd be really fun just to like play. But you know, it is what it is. But I think they would be really fun to play again as an adult. Just take time to just relax and play them.
So a mystery student just emailed my entire class a free PDF version of our textbook and left probably the best email I've ever seen. Yo, what up, classmates? This is your boy Gary Oak. Here's the textbook for free. Smell ya later.
That's fucking insane.
Games now. I need a minimum 100 gig. I hate this. This makes me sick thinking about it. 100 gigabytes for the initial install, and there'll be a 20 to 30 gigabyte every other week. What? This is BS. This is.
I hate this. I mean, I guess it's because games have gotten so big, but it's just like, how can the game not just install? Because I mean, I know there's even the single player games deal with this issue of having constant updates. Because it's just stupid. I kind of hate it. Mostly because the companies grow lax. The companies behind the games become lax, and back in the day they had to be perfect on launch, otherwise you wouldn't be able to squish any bugs that come up in the game. And nowadays, it doesn't even have to release in a perfect. It doesn't even have to release in a perfect state. Everything could be broken. It could be completely unplayable. But all you have to do is push like one update, and then all of that could be fixed in a matter of probably hours. Not saying that that's realistic, just saying it's an example. That's what I kind of hate, because it doesn't make them. It doesn't really make them want to push games out in a perfect state. Of course, they'll try to push it out as in a stable state as possible, but they're not going to catch everything. And that was the beauty of the old games. Like, even if when they got pushed out, they weren't going to be perfect. There's going to be some stuff that the developers missed, and there were going to be some bugs. Obviously, not as many bugs as probably today in games, but there would still be some bugs.
Why I don't play COD games anymore. Games 15 years ago. I'm a massive game with 200 plus hours of content, and I can fit it all inside 1 gigabyte. Cool. When you reinstall a game and it starts showing tutorials, you new here? Not exactly. This is my problem with uninstalling games. For example, BattleBit. I love this game, but I uninstalled it and I reinstalled it and all of my settings are changed, so I can't get back into the game. I don't know my sensitivity. I'm not going through 10 minutes and 20 minutes of trying to find it, I'm sorry I'm not. A picture that makes me nostalgic and sad at the same time. Halo 3 was truly I never played Halo, never really got into it. The owner of
Yeah, I mean, I played Halo. I just didn't play it like the online or anything like that. I just played the story with a friend of mine.
our realm passed away this weekend, so everyone on the realm decided to make a memorial for her. Rest in peace, Kiri.
Aw, I like that. That's kind of nice. But I suppose all good things must come to an end, and that is the end of this video. Jeez, the videos reaction content is not as, I mean, obviously I can cut out stuff, but I think I like keeping them unedited because I get to yap, and I know a lot of people like hearing the yapping and like stories and stuff like that, or you know, you're just watching this in the background. You just have it in the background to have some noise, some sort of noise. But I understand because I do it as well. I'm guilty of that as well. It's kind of funny how YouTube has evolved in that way, where creators start knowing how people put them on in the background or when they're getting ready to go to bed. I kind of like that. I want to make some videos like that eventually, but that is for another time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I enjoyed recording it, and that you'll consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. But until the next time, I'll see you guys then. Keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.